Hey guys, what's up? It's Justin, aka Diego, the purple paladin brother from another mother. I'm on the beta, Miss Pandaria beta, and I want to do a Miss video. I haven't done a video in a long time just because there hasn't been much to update you guys on, but it seems like they're kind of coming around to what they want to release on live. Granted, this video is recorded when August 4th, so they still might change stuff and they still might tweak stuff, but as of now, this is kind of what we're going to talk about what's going on and how everything's shaped up. All the talents, it's like your movement speed tier. You got bonus movement speed flat out, 50% old pursuit of justice, plus an additional 5% for each holy power that you have. Only stacks to 3. You can have 5 holy power, but it does not stack to 5. It only stacks to 3. Long arm of the law, that's basically what was in the old ret tree. So every time you judge, you get a movement speed, and then you have a 45-second cooldown that increases movement speed by 70 seconds. I think it's probably going to be a toss-up between Pursuit of Justice and Speed of Light. Anyway, next, Fist of Justice basically replaces Hodge, and the only thing that it does is reduce its cooldown by 30 seconds. So the old Hodge, or the beta Hodge, is 1 minute cooldown for 6-second stun, and the Fist of Justice is 30-second cooldown for 6-second stun. Repentance, a little bit different. There's a cast time on it, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. Burden of Guilt, basically for PvP, your judgment is filled to the target with doubt or remorse, reducing the movement speed by 50%. So kind of a slow, but yeah, for PvP. Anyway, Selfless Healer, really good. Every time that you judge, you get reduced cooldown on your flashlight. You judge 3 times, and you get a free flashlight. Let's see if we can get it a couple times. Anyway, I'll do it while I'm talking about these other two. Excuse me. Eternal Flame basically replaces Word of Glory, and instead of getting an instant heal, you kind of put a hot in yourself. I don't like this one at all. Not going to talk about it too much. Sacred Shield, I think this is, let's see, yeah, 3 judgments. So yeah, free flashlight. Boom. It's cool, no cast time. So pretty cool. Another way to sustain yourself. I really like it. It does cost a GCD. I think it would be cool if they just removed it off the GCD once it does proc. But hey, whatever. I can't be too greedy. But what were we talking about? Sacred Shield. Completely dumb. 5,000 damage shield. Okay, look at my health. I'm not even inside a raid. You actually get increased item level, so my health will scale up and stuff like that. So I mean, even in my DS gear at level 90. 5k or 6k, 5.1. That's nothing. It's not even. It's awful. It needs, the damage absorption needs to be higher. I think it's just for rating purposes, it's completely broken and not even worthwhile. Hand of Purity. Basically, it's Hand of Purity is another hand spell, and you can place it on a friendly target and it reduces their damage from periodic harmful effects. So good for fights that would have like a Yorsage type debuff, where if the tank is solo tanking, you could put that on them. For Prot, I don't know if you can put it on yourself. I guess I could spec out and try it. I haven't even spec'd it because I just assume you can't put it on yourself. Maybe you can. Maybe it's like Freedom. But actually, let's try it out real quick. Can we put Hand of Purity on ourselves? Hand of Purity. Target. Oh, you can. You can put it on yourself. Look at that. So it's definitely going to be situational. It's 30-second cooldown. So it's going to definitely be situational. I wouldn't think it'd be used for a long part of the fight, but majority of fights is what I'm trying to say. Unbreakable Spirit. I used this before Clemency was actually introduced. Unbreakable Spirit, whenever your Divine Shield, Divine Protection, or Lay on Hands is on cooldown, anytime that you use Holy Power, it reduces the cooldown up to a maximum of 50%. Basically what that means is Divine Shield, Divine Protection, and Lay on Hands, if they are on cooldown and you're using your Holy Power as much as you can reduce that cooldown by 50%, so everything is half. So Divine Protection would effectively have a 30-second cooldown, which would probably be the most beneficial spell from that talent. Other than that, Bubble and Lay on Hands also has a reduced cooldown, so you could potentially do it twice in a fight, assuming the fight is about 5 minutes in length and you use those abilities right off the bat. But on fights where Paladins can exploit bubbling to remove a debuff For some reason, there's been a couple of fights in the past where paladins could bubble, remove potentially harmful debuffs, and keep on tanking instead of a tank swap. So that might be useful. You could be able to do that twice, or having 2 lay on hands in a fight wouldn't be too bad. Next tier, what do we got? Holy Avenger basically is the old Zealatory, just renamed Holy Avenger. Sacred Wrath. I'll let you guys read that. Anytime you got wings up, it makes those things more useful, I guess, or different. It just whatever. Anyway, Divine Purpose is the one that I'm using. And this is the one that I really like because Divine Purpose can proc off of itself. So say I had 3 Holy Power and I used Word of Glory or Shield of Righteousness and Divine Purpose procced. So then I use that Divine Purpose proc. It can proc again off of itself. So it's pretty good, and it could do that. I've seen it proc off of itself 3 or 4 times in a row. So pretty good stuff there. And the only thing that's bad about it is that it is a proc, and procs by nature can be great, or they could just fuck you, because there'd be times when you'd be like, oh man, I'm really low health, I hope I get a Divine Purpose proc, and it doesn't happen, and you die. Just shit like that just kind of could fuck you. So Holy Prism, this one's pretty cool. It's basically, I'll show you the one I'm spec, so I don't have to respec it twice. Anyway, State of Execution. Basically, it's a hammer of Hammer of Light. I thought I had it on my bars. I guess I don't. There we go. So it's a Hammer of Light, and then you get some damage out of it. And if it's a friendly target, it's healing instead of damage. And then once it hits, it does a little bit more damage. So 13k at the end. And same thing with healing. It does a little hot, and then once it hits, it does a big burst of healing. So probably better for Ret, not so good for Prot. The other one, Light's Hammer. This is kind of like another Consecrate type effect. It's a Consecrate that can also heal friendlies that are standing in the area. I wouldn't really see this being good because the heal isn't that big of a deal. It's okay if there's a slow, stagnant AoE pulse. I could see that being good. Other than that, Consecrate is back down to a 9-second cooldown. So that pretty much is all the AoE that you static ground effects that you need. You could also place this, like you could glyph it for like the D&D type effect, where you could place it wherever the hell you want. So like this. Yep. Just place it over there. No big deal. So that's pretty cool. I really like that. What were we on? So Light's Hammer, and then Holy Prism. This is pretty cool. This is kind of like State of Execution Sentence. I don't know why I call it State of Execution. Execution Sentence. It's kind of like that. In the fact that you could heal yourself and radiate damage. So if I'm looking at myself, I could radiate damage, or if I'm looking at an enemy and I hit it, it'll do damage and then radiate healing. So two types of effects from both of these abilities. You get either damage and heal, or damage and heal. So it's pretty cool. Other than that, I kind of want to talk about the rotation real quick. You get this thing called Bastion of Glory, Shield of Righteousness. Now, when you use it, you get a 45%, 42%, sorry, damage reduction for 3 seconds. So it's cool to use Shield of Righteousness now, aside from just threat. It actually does give you some mitigation benefits, and you also get something called Bastion of Glory, and you'll see that down there. Increases the strength of your next Word of Glory when you use to heal yourself by 33 or by 22%, stacks up to 5 times. Now Mastery affects both of those. Let's go over to the Mastery. Mastery's so-called Divine Bulwark increases the damage reduction of your Shield of Righteousness by 12%, adds 12% to your Bastion of Glory, and increases your chance to block by 12%. Obviously those numbers increases, your Mastery increases. So all good things there. Mastery is still going to probably be king for prots, like it should be. I really think Mastery should always be the best stat. So kind of what you're going to see for a rotation type of thing is you're gonna want to pool you're always gonna want to pool as much holy power as you can. So you're always gonna want to have 5 holy power, and then it's gonna be just health management. What I mean by that is you're gonna need a way to always know how much health you have. So if I'm at full health, which I'm currently at, there's no reason to Word of Glory myself. You don't get a shield from it anymore. There isn't a talent that gives you a shield for the overheal. So now there's no point to heal yourself for no reason. So it's literally just used for actual effective healing. So don't Word of Glory yourself when you're at full health, or it's not going to have any effective healing. So Shield of Righteousness if I'm at full health. And basically, so you're only going to want to use Word of Glory when you need the heal. So if you know how much it's going to heal for, and then another cool thing is like you actually tell how many stacks of Bastion of Glory that you have. So I'm currently at 3 stacks, which is pretty cool. See if we get a 5 stack. Let's see how much the 5 stack heal is for. But oh, we got 5 stacks yet? No, there we go. There we go. Alright, let's Word of Glory. 33k. I guess it's not that bad. There's a Divine Purpose proc back to back. So that's what's pretty cool about Divine Purpose, is you see it can proc of itself. But back more to the rotation. Always pull 3 holy or 5 holy power, and you might ask me why do you want to pull? Is if for some reason, let's pull our holy power. Okay, so we got 5 holy power. Say for some reason I'm really low. Say for like I'm really low. I could Word of Glory myself, and then in 1 GCD I could be at 3 holy power and Word of Glory myself again. And I got Divine Purpose proc, so I can Word of Glory myself again. So just within that span of 6 seconds, I was able to heal myself for 100k. I don't know. So it's good to be able to sustain yourself to the point where healers can make up that big difference, just so you could just have some stability in your actual tanking rotation. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. That's all I got for you guys. Hopefully it wasn't too long. Hope you guys had a drink or two, but I'll catch you guys next time. Later.